What do you get if you cross a politician, a pop star, and a glamour model? I don't know. It looks like it's pretty stormy. Day 7, hello everyone. Woo! Good morning. Welcome to another slice of Celebrity Big Brother's Little Breakfast. It's Day 7. The time is 8:02. It's the morning show. Today we're going to be offering her opinions of the housemates. She's the grand queen of the piano. She's Marlene Class. We love Marlene. We love Marlene. Always a staple favourite. And to help understand what exactly gets Pete Burns spinning around, we're going to be chatting to his boyfriend, Michael Simpson's here. Hey, Mikey! And if you've got a question for Mikey, then text us. Text us studio, plus your message, or question, of course, to 83188. And with the heavyweights, George, Jodie and Pete all up for eviction, we also take a look at the progression of this week's outstanding eviction prediction and just see how far the snails have indeed travelled. There they are, as you can see. I don't want to give too much away right now. But first and foremost, we start this morning's show with a roundup, as we always do, with a roundup of BBLB's big news. I don't like it this morning. Yesterday, the housemates were set their first shopping task by Big Brother. For the next couple of days, individuals will be tested on their various responses to mental and physical experiments. In true Big Brother fashion, housemates were issued with special laboratory uniforms. One person in particular insisted on making a few adjustments. I wonder who that was.
I have an issue here. I haven't worn a flat shoe for a minute in probably 18 years. The tendons at the backs of my knees are shortened. Have you ever seen me barefoot or in flat shoes? Yeah. If we have to wear our uniform, surely we can accessorise.
Started.
I've customised my trousers.
Sorry, Michael, but I don't like this. Look, come over. Look, just to recap there. So the customisation involves tattoos, tights, and thongs.
I like it.
At 7:32 last night, Dennis had some words of warning for Chantel, who he thinks has been spending too much time with Jodie in the diary room. Choose a crowd. Let's take a look.
Now I'm finna get involved.
Go on then.
The next time you go in that room with that girl right there, just be careful. Just letting you know right now, I'm just straight
Don't
straight
get
up.
led into a game that you don't know what you're getting into.
Who, me?
Yeah. No, don't do it.
Dennis, take up the mantle.
I'm just saying though, if you go back in that room or anywhere with that girl again, I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know, just to get you a little heads up.
We was only having a laugh in there.
I know what I'm saying though. I'm not bitching at you.
We weren't talking about no one. We was only having a laugh.
Good to see Maggot back in the house. Where's he been? Good little line from Maggot. Dennis to take up the mantle. It just disappears for another day. Just to be clear, some of the group are concerned that Jodie is leading Chantel astray. And minutes later, the peace talks descending into full-scale war, with George favouring a more direct approach.
You have turned that young girl, who was a perfect angel just a few days ago, into your accomplice. Yeah, into your accomplice. You are a wicked person. You are causing absolute strife in here, and you've inveigled that young girl into your wicked spell.
Oh my God.
And that's the view of every person sitting around this table.
Is it?
Yeah.
I want to do a piece to Pete. I want people in to do George impressions. They think that we're going to do George impressions. You are an accomplice of a wicked spell. Time now, though, my friends, for a bit of a weather update. Now then, so much has been going on. They're arguing all the time. There's been a thermodynamic shift in the system since Ruler fell out with Pete during the task. This has since dissipated. There's been an area of high pressure around Preston, as you can see. He was so determined to do well in the science task of eating an entire box of chocolate liqueurs that he was sick 4 times. And after an initial frosty reception, Faria is warming up to Dennis. He's a bad boy, but he loves the ladies. Humidity is expected to rise, and there are some chances of hot spells. That, my friends, was BBLB's News and Weather. Tell you what, so much going on in there. Yesterday, George, Jodie and Pete all found out they were nominated by their fellow housemates live here on BBLB and now face the eviction this Friday night. Who goes is up to you, but we thought we might as well guess by launching our brand new eviction prediction with our very own racing snails. Each giant African gastropod represents a nominated housemate. The last snail to reach the Big Brother house on Friday will be evicted according to us. Anyway, to find out the state of play and which snail is pulling out the punches, let's go live to trackside right now. As you can see, it was stormy out there earlier on. What we've got here, oh, hang on a second, we've got Hovis Bread music. Oh man, I love Hovis Bread music. Lovely snails. So, oh no, put them back. Oh, they're gone, they're outside now, they just whizzed off. They were so fast that our cameras couldn't keep up with them. So that's how the snails are doing. I believe Jodie is doing pretty well, she's in the lead, followed by Pete, and then George is lagging behind at the moment. But it's up to you to decide who'll be evicted from the house this Friday night. And here, my friends, is how to vote. So, as we move towards our first eviction, here to help us take a closer look at our housemates, we have one of Celebrity Big Brother's #1 celebrity fans, your friend of the show, Marlene Klaas.
Hello.
I didn't think you were going to get down for the kiss. That's wonderful stuff. How are you, Marlene? Thanks for getting up this morning. I appreciate it.
No worries. I can't believe it's still dark outside.
So, who are you loving in the house, Marlene?
It's a hard one for me, but I'm loving Chantal, and I think Pete is absolute genius.
Let's concentrate on Chantal first, because we're going to speak about Pete later on.
Okay.
What is it about Chantal you like? I mean,
I just think the way that she's knocked the whole thing on its head, she's just turned everything around, that a non-celebrity has gone in there and kind of taken control.
Of course, the weirdest thing is, in a sort of a weird way, when she comes out, she will therefore be a celebrity of sorts.
Well, it is. It's just a really strange setup.
It's quite
I don't
surreal.
think anyone could have anticipated.
I can't think anyone could have anticipated how well she's done.
Well, her confidence seems to be growing by the day.
Yeah.
Now that she's a bona fide celebrity, she seems to have just, taken on her own speed now.
Let's take a look at her story so far.
Okay.
I'm Chantal and I'm in a girl band called Candy Floss.
Yeah, I know you are.
Candy floss.
Yes, with a K. Houston, I think we have a problem.
What is a gynecologist?
Hey?
She's so adorable.
It's adorable and adorable.
Have you ever heard like a cat sing?
Can Big Brother have your autograph?
Oh, shut up. Get out.
What is a hotspot?
When it's a hotspot, what not?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Chantal,
Yeah?
you've changed.
What do you mean? What, my clothes?
It's been 2 days since she gained her bona fide celebrity status, as you say. How has she changed? I mean, is it that confidence?
Definitely. I think the word celebrity obviously comes the word to celebrate. And I don't know what talent we're celebrating, but...
There's a lot of that going around, don't worry.
But the fact that she's turned around and said, I can't sing, she doesn't essentially know what she's doing there, but she's there for the laugh. She hasn't been moaning. I think that's quite refreshing.
I think what I like about her is, for someone so young, she knows her own mind. And she kind of sticks up for herself around people that, you know, like Barrymore, for example, who she obviously knows. And,
Absolutely.
You know, and has known since she was a...
And takes a very strong character to do that, so obviously very good casting, but I don't think this is going to be the last of her that you're going to hear.
Oh, dear Lord. Now, Marley, you know what it's like to be top of the music charts. She surely can't come out and release a single.
Well, she said, from the horse's mouth, she said she can't sing, so she has, I suppose, no intention of that, but I'm sure things are going to change when she does come out. I think someone's definitely going to sign her.
Well, when we get our mucky claws into it, it has to be said. Because viewers, we are trying to form our own Candy Floss with a K, so if you'd like to be in a band with Chantal with a C, do get in touch. And excitingly, it says here, excitingly, if you want to hear Chantal's I Want It Now, then check out the website, channel4.com/Big Brother. Mylene, you're studying for an astronomy degree at the moment.
Yes, it's true.
When do you sleep?
I don't at the moment at all.
After careful consideration, it would seem the major planets in our solar system have lots in common with our celebrity housemates.
Yep.
We'd like you to teach us a little bit more about this, as we ask...
What planet are you on?
Come with me, Marlene. This is the best prop of all time. It's extraordinary. Marlene, here we go.
We have
thank you so
props
much.
too.
Marlene, I'm absolutely loving the monocle. So, Marlene.
Yes.
Here we have our BBLB solar system. We have George, Jodie and Peter are the first housemates to be up for eviction. Who all do you think will go? And for example, let's start with George. What planet is George on? Where is he?
I'd say George is a bit of a Mercury.
Oh, there we go.
We're not in any particular order here, so work with me. Mercury spends most of its time getting hit, actually bombarded by asteroids, so I think he's taken a I few hits in his time.
Yeah, so that means he's kind of he's war weary. He's
absolutely very close to the sun, very thin atmosphere. I think Mercury sums George up quite nicely.
Okay, lovely. Okay, we'll move over to Pete. Where's Pete around here? This is the best. This is the reason why it's the best prop. Oh, he's up here. What's Pete?
I've lost him.
They're going to have a short shelf life, weren't they?
Pete is the moon, because he just always seems to be up. He's a real night owl. And I think as well, he has a bit of a dark side, but I think he's very interesting. He lights his own camp, if you like.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
And Kelsa, Peter, Jodie up there, I presume, must be the sun.
Yeah, we thought we'd put Jodie as the sun. The sun's known for having solar flares, as I'd say Jodie is, very fiery. And I think the fact that most of the planets revolve around her.
Is that real, or is that in her own, that's how she sees herself?
Possibly. I don't know. I think it's quite real at the moment. Everyone seems to have an opinion on her.
Absolutely.
And one day the sun's going to engulf us all. Insert joke there.
I like the sound of that in a weird way. Okay, Farrier. Where's Farrier?
No, Farrier.
Oh, hang on a second. No, this is the great thing about the prop. Watch.
Hey.
Oh, John. Farrier
just been hit
absolutely
in the face.
just clocked Marlene Clark. What planet is Farrier? I'm mortified by that.
We've put Farrier in as Planet X because relatively new planet. Obviously, people thought Pluto was the last planet, but now we realise there could be a new planet out there. Big arguments as to if Planet X is a real planet or just a huge asteroid. Big arguments. Is Farrier really a celebrity or no right to be in there?
Sure. So there we
Put
go.
a way out there.
Dennis, we've got around. Don't get hit by.
No, I'm going to stand
Don't
back.
get hit by Saturn, ruler Lenska, coming around there. But Dennis, I believe, is Jupiter.
Yes, the largest planet of them all. Very, very fiery, and Jupiter's known for having a giant red spot on it, which is a huge storm that's been brewing for hundreds of years. I think that pretty much sums Dennis up.
Yeah, but look at it, the way you're holding Dennis, there's a bit of affection there, you can tell. It's his pull over the ladies. I don't know what it is.
There's something going on
Lastly,
there.
which planet do you think will win? Which planet can... Get out of the way, Marlene, quick. I'm just going to
Yeah,
give
you're
it a
right.
big
Maria's
spin.
coming round again.
Which planet do you think has the possibility of winning?
To be honest, it's not a planet at all. I think it's a moon.
And that moon is Petey Burns. Marlene, everybody, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry I hit you. Absolutely mortified. Don't go anywhere. After the break, going to be chatting to the man who knows Pete Burns best, and Marlene's back answering your questions in Ask BBLB. We'll see you in 3. Hey, welcome back. The time is 8:18. You're watching Celebrity Big Brother's Little Breakfast. While you were sleeping, my friends, most housemates favoured an early night. Pete was the last to turn in at 2:11 a.m. Chantal and Maggot slept peacefully to the sounds of Japanese language tapes as part of their task. And Rula awoke at 3:38 a.m. and fixed herself a mysterious egg-based drink. And Michael was the first housemate to get up at 5:55 a.m. Now, yesterday, we asked you to contact us with your burning questions about Pete and help us answer those a little bit more about the legend himself that is Pete Burns. It's his boyfriend. It's Michael Simpson, everybody. Thank you.
Hi, Dylan.
Nice
How
to
are you?
meet you.
You too.
Well?
I'm very good. How are you?
Thanks for coming in. You know
No
Pete
worries.
better than anyone else. How do you think he's adapted to being in the house?
I think he's done really well. I mean, considering he's been out of the limelight for so long, he had a great entrance. He looked amazing, I thought. And, you know, it's a surreal place for him to go into with, 10 other strangers, to be filmed for so long. And I thought initially he just seemed to, just kind of take the space really well.
Yeah.
Obviously, in light of the nominations, maybe not quite so well as I might have hoped, but, all will be revealed,
Absolutely.
I'm sure.
He certainly seemed to have stood out from the minute, as you said, he got out of the car.
Yes.
Let's take a look at his story so far.
Oh, OK.
I feel like I've been fired out of a cannon.
I've never been anywhere and had to unpack my own things.
My name's Nancy.
I wouldn't miss this for the world.
My whole life's on spin cycle.
Everything surprises me and nothing surprises me.
I was walking in heels from about the age of 3. Get out of my face, you're not my mother. Don't put yourself in the firing line if you can't take the bullet wounds.
He's the only man I ever knew that took an hour in the toilet when people were crossing their legs outside trying to get in.
Anyway, back to the show.
Fantastic. He is obviously a very, very intelligent man, yeah?
Absolutely.
But he's hopeless when it comes to looking after himself. I mean, do you do everything for him? Because that's what he's been saying.
No, I mean, I think the thing he was saying there was more to do with the packing. When we went initially to the hotel before Big Brother, the case that we took was probably about as big as the sofa, you can imagine. And then we went in and the case...
That was almost like the first draft. Yeah, and then you have to say,
well,
right.
No, that was about the 5th draft. It
Really?
was kind of days and days of continual updating and reorganising, you know, to give good telly. And by the time we got to the hotel, you know, our case, the case.
Yeah.
So it was, you know, I had to take over and finish it off, otherwise Pete would have probably had kittens or something. But he is, you know, he's obviously on the programme to be entertaining, not to clean the windows.
No, of course.
And make pies, so...
Can he make pies?
Well, it all will be revealed if he's asked to, I'm sure.
The housemate's obviously finding him quite difficult to live with. Is he difficult to live with? I mean, I think to a degree everyone's difficult to live with.
Well, I think, you know, again, you've got to remember that they're all strangers and everyone lives very differently. Pete, by nature of being Pete, doesn't have a 9-to-5 job. So he's really only as difficult to live with if you're not used to him, maybe. He doesn't function in the usual way. But that's not to say it's difficult, it's just very different.
Michael, when he's in the bathroom for an hour, aren't you outside going, oh, you're dead? You are dead.
No, you see, that's when it's handy when you have more than one bathroom.
Burnsy, get
Because
out!
you need to try and get him to, you know, he can go and do his own thing and then you can get on and do yours.
So you just almost like, he's almost in quarantine in the bathroom, you just put him in there and forget about him.
Well, I think the thing is, obviously, you know, Pete's aware of how he's coming across on telly, so he needs the time to make sure that what he's presenting is, you know, a good statement
it's the
for
real
the nation.
Deal.
Absolutely.
You're obviously missing him. We just want to show you this.
Completely.
I think he's missing you as well. This is him in the diary room.
Coming to pieces. And it's not the pressure of the house or even being tired in this environment. I just really miss my boyfriend, and it's pathetic.
Oh, no, don't. You don't want to say him off.
No, I'm only kidding. I'm not going to be
just
crying.
briefly, Pete and Jodie don't get on. Does that surprise you?
Well, I wouldn't say they didn't get on, but I'm not... I think, basically, Pete doesn't really suffer fools gladly, and if someone, you know, tries to have a debate with Pete, unless you're pretty sure with what you're saying, he listens and he'll fire back. And I think with Jodie, he's just out-Jodie. He seems to know more about Jodie than she does.
Well, that's the thing, because I was watching the other day and he said, I haven't read the biography, and I thought, well, you know everything about this girl. Because, you know...
Well, I think you can read the back of the biography and pretty much know what's going to be inside it, really.
If Pete stays, lastly, what can we expect from him?
I think you can just expect a lot of glamour, really. Probably not much hoovering or washing up, but I guess Fari is there for that. But he will... Well, it seems to go that way. But, you know, he's just going to turn out some looks, be very entertaining. You know, he's obviously visually incredible to look at, like it or not.
And more acerbic wit, no doubt.
Well, yeah, and very witty. You know, he's the total package. He's what people should be looking at on telly, I think.
Thank you very much for coming and
speaking
to us
today. Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
There, Michael, everybody. You don't need to applaud because he ain't going nowhere. If there's anything you want to ask him over the next, or ask us over the next few weeks, get in touch in one of the following ways. Michael and Marlene are here with me to answer your questions about the housemates. Let's go straight to the phones. Trish in Lincolnshire. Hello, Trish.
Yeah. Hello, Dermot.
Are you all right there?
I'm fine, thanks.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's all right. Somebody just turned the TV up.
Sorry, I thought you were just repeating yourself. So, what's your question?
Right. Has Pete gone in the house to revive his music career?
No, not at all. Pete's gone into the house, basically, to create a platform to discuss the reconstructive surgery that he's had in Italy during the past few years. And obviously it's going to generate publicity, but no, career revival, no, more important things.
OK. You happy with that, Trish?
I am, but it'd be good to see his song released again, because we can't stop singing it.
Trish is thinking she wants him to go in to revive his music career.
Did she say to have the song released
Re-released,
again?
Who knows, Trish?
To be spun round one more time.
Thank you very much, Trish.
Thanks, Dermot.
Email from Woodsy in Durham. Subject is the maggot. Maggot still seems uncomfortable with the environment. What do you think would make him happier? Marlene, are you a maggot fan?
I actually met Maggot about 3 weeks before he went in the house when I was interviewing Girls Looking Chain, and he seemed like a real character. He seemed really feisty, really humorous, and I think there's just so many huge personalities in there. I think he's kind of been engulfed a little bit himself. I think maybe when the numbers come down, I think he'll come into his own.
OK. Text message now. Ruler seems so left out. Do you think she has a place in the house? Alison from Sudbury. I think Pete's got quite a good relationship with Ruler. I know they argue and so forth.
I mean,
but
again,
I think overall, I think he likes her a great deal.
Well, I think she's quite a dominant personality. She's an elegant older lady. She's, you know, again, she doesn't suffer fools. She kind of shoots from the hip, and Pete very much likes that in people. And I think, again, because they've obviously had a bit of a vibe going on yesterday from what I was watching on... You showed a clip before. But I think, you know, maximum respect to her because she can move on from situations like that with Pete, which is what he really appreciates in people. So, yeah, she's a cool lady.
Ben in Blackburn. Hello, Ben.
Hi, Dermot.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, thanks.
What's your question, very briefly?
Do you think there's a young and old age divide in the house?
Thank you very much, Ben. What do we think? I mean, I think
there is becoming one, but it's not necessary.
No,
because
exactly.
you've got
I think it's
people,
quite superficial.
Yeah, you've got people that link very nicely, like Preston, like Maggot has the potential to do so, and like Pete. And I think it's really sad that it is becoming a young-old divide, and the fuddy-duddy said this, and I don't want to talk about sex over breakfast. It's just completely unnecessary.
Sure.
The whole point of this is it could show that all generations mix quite nicely.
Absolutely. Listen, that is pretty much all we have time for. Thanks for everything today. Thanks to Marlene and Michael, everybody. And, of course, the Snails for joining me this morning. Back after the break with Morning Glory. See you on BBLB tomorrow night. Take care, everybody.